What's up guys, GameNut here, and welcome back to some more Madden 19 Ultimate Team. As you guys know, the most recent promo that is upon us right now are the MUT Heroes, and we're probably not going to be bringing any of those new cards into our team today or within the next couple of episodes, but soon we're definitely going to have to get some of those guys because those cards all look really nice. But one quick reminder of our defense. As you guys know, this is mainly where we got our upgrades from the last episode, specifically those two middle linebackers, Bobby Wagner and Avery Williamson. Those guys were absolute beasts for us in the last episode, but today most of our upgrades will be on the offense, and of course I got to give you guys a little progress update on our master card. So our first one, Ricky Williams, our level master, he is a now 90 overall at running back, and these stats are actually starting to look really good. They're pretty much all around like an 87 and 88, so he looks like a solid running back. And then our Hall of Fame wide receiver, Terrell Owens, he has gone up 1 overall since you guys have last seen him, 2 and 88. Pretty much all the stats on the back of the card have gotten a +1 from the last time you guys have seen him. So as we head over to our offense, one of the biggest changes we are going to be making today will be our starting quarterback. Yes, Jimmy Garoppolo, it's time for him to go, man. Only an 82 overall at quarterback. Like, he played decent for us, but like at this point of Ultimate Team, man, just an 82 at QB, it's not going to be able to get it done. I usually like sticking with one quarterback, trying to make a run at the Super Bowl, as most of you guys probably know, but I just don't think that Jimmy G can get it done at this point. But outside of our quarterback, we also need to get ourselves a starting running back, slot wide receiver, and our tight end. Now, as for our running back, you guys are seeing, obviously, we just showed you guys that we have 90 overall Ricky Williams. He's going to be playing as the number 2, even though like he's a pretty high overall. I just want to go ahead and get a different face for our starting running back, as well as our wide receivers outside of the slot. Our number 3, we have to get a number 4 as well. And Davante Adams, who was our original slot wide receiver at that 3 spot, he is now down at wide receiver number 5. And for our tight ends, Jimmy Graham, he was our starter. He has been bumped down to tight end number 3. Kyle Rudolph is going to hold down the backup position until we get our new starter. But let's go ahead and just jump straight into things. Let's go ahead and just get our mystery player out of the way from the last episode. Now, most of you guys, you all crushed this. I either made this too easy or you guys are pretty good at guessing, but yeah, all of you guys pretty much guessed this correctly. Shout out to those of you who did. It is going to be obviously 85 overall Alvin Kamara at running back. As we take a look at his stats, you know, don't stay fixated on him too long because this is going to change very quickly, because what I decided to do, on top of the 85 core elite Kamara, I went out, picked up his 68 power up, and what we are going to do, of course, is use those training points, combine these two cards together, and the end result is going to be an 88 overall power up Alvin Kamara. The card art actually looks really sick on this card. I love it. As we look at the stats now, he looks like a beast, man. 85 speed, 89 acceleration and agility, 91 elusiveness, and 88 break tackle for Alvin Kamara. So there he is. He will be our starting running back for the time being. I'm really pumped about using this card. Hopefully he can make some big plays for us. But as I was, thinking about having Kamara on the team, I was like, we really haven't done any upgrades with Marshall Yanda in a while. So I decided to go ahead, put a couple more upgrades on him to now an 84. And as you guys can see those stats, he now currently has 82 pass block and 85 run block. So we just went ahead, made him slightly better than before. So going ahead now, getting the starting quarterback for the rest of the season, it is going to be 87 overall core elite Russell Wilson for 84,500 coins. We just picked him up off of the auction house. You guys can see the stats: 78 speed, 85 throw accuracy short, and 89 throw on the run. But once again, these stats are going to change because we are going to do the exact same thing that we just did with Kamara. I went out, got the 68 power up card for Russell Wilson. Going to combine these two cards together with all my training points. I definitely have to go out and get some more training points after this. I'm pretty much broke on those. And now Russell Wilson is sitting as an 88 overall power up quarterback. He now has 79 speed, 86 throw accuracy short, 82 mid, 78 deep, and 90 throw on the run. So there it is. We now have our starting quarterback and running back positions locked down. I definitely think that's a pretty good duo between Russell Wilson and Alvin Kamara there in the backfield. I'm excited to see what kind of plays they are going to make. But of course, let's go ahead, fill out the rest of those positions on our offense. At tight end, we've got 86 overall Delaney Walker for 45,000 coins. This card actually looks really nice. I'm excited about having him on the team. He's got 79 speed, 85 catching, 82 catch in traffic, 78 spectacular catch, and 79 run blocking. He pretty much is like an all-around, really well-balanced tight end, so I'm excited about having him on the team. Now, I went over to my sets, specifically the veteran sets, and I was like, you know what, let's go ahead and let's do a veteran pack. Let's see if we can get lucky and pull something out of this. Maybe we can start the guy that we get out of it on our team. So I went to the auction house, was checking out some of the cards that we can get, obviously some of the ones that were higher priced than others. At the time of me doing this, the newest one that was in packs was that Max Unger. So that was obviously, you know, my target, trying to get him to maximize my profit out of it. But once we go ahead and open this up, oh, the reveal, it is so nice, man. And we get ourselves 87 Emmanuel Sanders. Okay, I'm not mad about that. That's actually a pretty decent pull. He was going for about like 90,000 to 100,000 coin at the time of beginning this. So 87 Sanders with 87 speed, 90 catching, 87 short route running, 85 mid, and 84 deep. This card actually looks really good, and obviously we're going to plug this guy in on our team. He is going to be our new slot wide receiver. And last but not least, wide receiver number 4 is going to be this deadly weapon, man, Tyreek Hill. I had to go ahead and pick this man up for the team. 92 speed. You pretty much have to have Tyreek Hill on your ultimate team. He's just that big of a weapon. So there is the changes we are going to be making today's episode. We have Sanders in the slot. We have Delaney Walker as our starting tight end. And then, of course, Tyreek Hill, like I did say, we're probably not going to be seeing too much of him down there at wide receiver number 4. Mostly the highlights you're going to see of this guy is hopefully going to be on our kickoffs and punt returns, where obviously he is going to be the starter there. He is a 90 overall once you plug him in at those 2 positions. So hopefully he can be effective in our special teams plays. But outside of that, that's pretty much it for our upgrades. Like I did say, guys, one last look at the defense. We do have 2 chemistries active as well, as you guys can see on that right hand side. We currently have power run and lockdown both up to tier number 2. So as we head into our schedule for our head-to-head seasons, we currently are now an 85 overall team, and our offense is actually better than our defense now, sitting as an 86 as the defense is an 84. But I guess I was playing some head-to-head between episodes because last time we left off as 4-0, so I think we need to go out and get some more wins back on our season.
Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, it's definitely nice to see my opponent's top 3 actually be like equal to ours, because every matchup when I play head to head now, it's literally just teams with like 93 Mike Vick powered up, Ryan Shazier, Muttmaster at 96, Team Diamond, Jalen Ramsey, and it's like, can we just like get an even matchup here? So, you know, it's finally nice to see my opponent being probably the equivalent of our overall as well. But to start things off here, my opponent was literally nothing but Saquon. Like, he just went and fed this guy the ball every single play, even on passing plays here, which he gets a really nice completion on 1st and 10 to Saquon, all the way down to the 31. And to save you guys a couple of plays, because it was pretty much the same thing, just hand off to Saquon, picking up yard after yard, and then he just went one final play on the 6-yard line, giving it to Saquon Barkley, and he goes in for the Gaines' first touchdown, up 7-0. So, of course, as we come out on offense, we have to give it to the guy Alvin Kamara. I'm so glad that they updated him to actually have like his arm tape on the back of his arms. If you zoom in, he's got the nose ring, and it's so cool looking how it looks exactly like he does in real life. I just love that. So here on 3rd and 6, scrambling with Russell Wilson. This is something I'm going to love doing from now on, actually being able to run out of the pocket with our quarterback. 2nd and 8, giving it to Kamara with the spin. Oh, with the juke move right at the sideline too, making 2 guys miss. There's that 91 elusiveness coming out of Kamara there. As we go ahead forward a couple plays later on 3rd and 15, Emmanuel Sanders was left wide open in that secondary. That is the easiest touchdown he will ever have on our team. Hits him with that signature salute, and we just tied this game up 7-7. So as we come back out on defense, we need to make ourselves a play. Big Ben is who he has at quarterback in the pocket right now.
Gotcha, bitch.
And he throws a user pick directly to my hands. Avery Williamson gets the interception, and these 2 middle linebackers, man, Bobby Wagner and Williamson, they are picking things right back up from where they left off in the last episode. I absolutely love these 2 guys. They are beasts for us at middle linebacker. On 3rd and 10, we go to Terrell Owens. He finds the first down, gets ourselves a new set of downs right here. A play later on 2nd and 12, I tried going to Kamara to get things going. The run game wasn't really going so far well in this game, but instead we find our other new weapon on the passing game. Delaney Walker, our tight end, goes in for the touchdown and ties, or actually gives us the lead now, 14-7. So I want you guys to watch this play here. My opponent was trying to go with the play action here, and Saquon got in his way, and it was a fumble, and Suggs recovered it. And I'm not going to lie, I was like, you know what? I feel kind of bad. He paused the game. He was about to quit. I was like, this dude just got EA'd. I would feel terrible if this happened to me. So I was like, I'm going to give this dude the ball back and give him a chance, because that shouldn't have happened. Ultimately, it didn't really matter, because as you guys just saw, pretty much the summary of that final drive there, was we stopped him as Mike Daniels comes up with that sack. But as we come out here in the second half now, obviously we still hold that 7-point lead. I threw the biggest Stevie of my life. I don't know how I threw that interception. And on 3rd and 10 here, where's my defense at? There's nobody there. I mean, there's supposed to be somebody there, but Saquon Barkley was left butt naked, standing there in the flats, and just easily walks in for the touchdown. And now this game has been tied back up at 14 apiece. So as we go ahead and find Emmanuel Sanders on that completion, going back to Alvin Kamara once again. I tried going and just getting this guy going on the run game, but it's just, my opponent's run defense, I guess, was pretty good. We really couldn't get Alvin Kamara going much at all in this game. 3rd and 2, we find Delanie Walker wide open in the flats. That is a big pickup, more than enough for a first down. On 2nd and 11 now, we got Russell in the pocket. Again, we got to scramble with this guy. We're rolling out to the right side. No one's open. Give me a block triangle, which he does. Oh, a little spin move for Russell as well, down to the 14-yard line. I absolutely love actually being able to run with my quarterback. That's something Jimmy Garoppolo wasn't able to bring to this team. And on 3rd and 17, we find Kamara in the flats. Obviously, this guy is a dual threat in the run game and pass game. He picks up 16 of the 17 yards that we needed for the first down. And guys, instead of going for the field goal, taking the easy lead, I had to be ballsy here, and we go for the touchdown. We throw it up to Delanie Walker, and he is going to go ahead and get himself his 2nd touchdown of this game. We now have the lead 21-14, and all we need to do is get ourselves one stop on defense, and this game is going to be ours. So of course, my opponent still going with the same game plan, feed Saquon Barkley. On 2nd and 1 here, Tavon Young comes up with the tackle. That's Doug Baldwin who gets the reception. There's 45 seconds left. He's in field goal range. 1st and 10 for Big Ben. He's got all day in the pocket, throws it up.
Gotcha, bitch.
And it is going to be an interception for Jalen Ramsey. He is going to get the game-sealing pick and close this game out. And we just got ourselves the victory. Our new team, our new offense, I should say, we got ourselves the first win here of the season, starting off 1-0. And I definitely like the way that a lot of these guys played. So I thought I'd go ahead and give you guys one more gameplay. That one was kind of short. That was actually a really good game here. So I jumped into one more. And once again, look who we have to deal with. Saquon Barkley. Now, this one was actually the MUT Hero card. This is the new 91. I don't know what version my previous opponent just had. But this Saquon Barkley, man, I just don't understand what I was supposed to do against this guy. But he was just getting the cheesiest plays off on me. And it was insane. That should have been a tackle for like a loss of 4 yards. But he picks up a first down instead of it. And this guy, as we'll get into it in just, a future drive here, as Avery Williamson, once again, this guy is an interception machine, gets the pick, trying to outrun Carson Wentz, isn't able to do so, but he takes this ball all the way down to the 20 for us, so we got to go ahead and feed Mr. Alvin Kamara. Pick up a 6 yard, I'll take that. Wasn't too great, but I'll take it. 2nd and 4, going to Sanders with a spin move, fighting his way through those 2 defenders. He's down to the 2-yard line, and of course, we have to go ahead, give it to Kamara for the easy walk-in touchdown. Okay, just kidding. I guess I probably should have dove there because that was definitely an easy touchdown for Kamara. So obviously, we just had to go with the QB sneak. Just go ahead and give a rushing touchdown to Russell Wilson. I mean, that basically was Kamara's touchdown. Come on, man. I should have dove for it. But anyways, as we're back out on defense, I'm going to skip a lot of plays here because my opponent was literally the most cringiest, the most annoying player to play against on Madden, and he would just run nothing but the same 3-4 plays over and over again. He would run with Saquon, try and run to the sideline, get a spin move, and if that didn't work, he would go with the same passing play over and over again. As you guys are going to see here, this is the same one that he just went with, trying to convert, and he picked up that first down with Carson Wentz scrambling. He went with the same play here once again. This time, I went ahead, put a QB spy up, almost was a user interception. Now here on 4th down, this dude tried going with a fake field goal on me, and he is unsuccessful. So, I'll go ahead and take that. That's no points let up for our defense here in this game. And once again, like I said, I was just trying so hard to go ahead and feed Kamara. It just wasn't happening today. But on 2nd and 12, an absolute beauty of a pass by Russell Wilson to Antonio Brown. And 2 plays later on 3rd and 9, look at the connection once again to Antonio Brown for the touchdown. That puts us up 14-0. At this point in the game, my opponent just, literally was just the worst type of person to play against on Madden. He started running nothing but PA crossers over and over again. Literally, this was the only thing that he would run with PA crossers. You guys are seeing it here. He picks up the first with Carson Wentz. He then finds Randy Moss on the sideline, and it was so annoying. This is like the worst type of person to play against on Madden. And he got all the way down to the 1-yard line, hands it off to Saquon Barkley. I'm not going to lie, I'm getting tired of seeing this guy and saying his name right now. He goes ahead for my opponent and gets himself a touchdown before the half. Now, with 20 seconds left and 2 timeouts, we've got Antonio Brown, 101, and, okay, he had his man beat. I don't understand how that just resulted in an interception for Dion, and on top of it, yeah, you guys are seeing it. He seriously just returned that for a touchdown. That was worst case scenario for what could have happened. And at this point, man, I was so triggered. I was so heated at playing this guy. He was so lucky. He was so annoying with the plays that he would call. And I cannot even believe he got a pick out of that and not only turned it somehow into a touchdown. I was so fed up with playing this guy. So we get the big time scramble with Russell. I had to go for it on 4th down. Jimmy Graham checked into the game. He was able to get the first down for us. On 2nd and 16, once again, we got a scramble with Russell. I absolutely love running with this guy. Almost picks up the first down, but ultimately that drive came to an end the next play. We had to go ahead and take our field goal. So we find ourselves up 4 points. Now, you guys are wondering why it's at 13 and not 14 for my opponent. He tried going for the fake PAT like he's cute or something like that. I don't really know. But on 3rd and 9, once again, going with the same play, I got stuck on the D lineman. I didn't want to be. I knew where he was going anyway. Luckily, we got the breakup on that pass. 4th and 9. What just happened? Okay, I'm going to give you guys a quick analysis in case you didn't just understand what happened. So, I was there with my user at his targeted receiver. We forced the incompletion. But while it was in the air, his receiver dives and catches it somehow. That's what I was talking about with this dude. Like, he was so ridiculously lucky with, like, the way he played. It was cringy, man. I couldn't stand it. But then, luckily, DJ Swearinger came up, destroyed that man's life, and we got the fumble. Now, here with 18 seconds left, for some reason, he wasn't calling his timeouts. We have a 4-point lead, and at this point right here, I was like, wait a minute. I'm up by 4 points. The clock is ticking. He's literally rushing one person at me. So I was like, wait a minute. I can just stand here, wait till the game's over, throw the ball away, and it's a GG. And that is exactly what I did. And guys, let me tell you, this was the most satisfying way to win, because I'm pretty sure this guy was saving his timeouts for when he got the ball back, but he didn't understand if he sends one guy at me, I'm just going to stand back there all day. And man, it was such a beautiful way to win, man. He was a very frustrating opponent to play against, to say the very least, but luckily we came out with the win, and we are now 2-0 on the year, or on the season, I should say. But one last look at our lineup, man. I mean, this was supposed to be Kamara's episode, but just the run game, I could not get it going in either of those games. Hopefully next episode things will change around for us. But thank you guys all so much for watching, man. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed this little bit of a longer version of a MUT episode. If you guys did, be sure to put a thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and I will catch you all in the next one. Take it easy, guys. Peace out.